here at Side Stories, we get stuff sent to us all the time.
All the time.
But this, by far, I always like it when you get it clear. The audience knows us. We know the audience and what they want to hear about. And the influx of the amount of times this story was emailed to us was wonderful.
Yeah.
This Delta flight.
Man, this flight from Atlanta going to Barcelona.
Now it's going to beautiful Barcelona.
Which, when that plane lands, I love Atlanta and I love Georgia. And I just feel like when that plane lands in Barcelona, they're like, the Americans are here.
The Americans are
Because you imagine what that flight is like when they unload that plane.
Well, Atlanta's got beautiful.
I love it.
It's got such a great city.
But they're a fun bunch.
Oh, yeah. And then you go to sweet Barcelona, which is like, this apparently absolutely gorgeous vistas, and you get your tapas. And
1992's Dream Team. That's where they first debuted with Barcelona Olympics.
You sleep for 3 hours in the afternoon. No one has a job. It's an incredible place to be. Then you're on your way. You're going to Atlanta, and then somebody just starts spraying liquid shit on your flight. I'd kill him myself. I feel like if I saw this, 2 hours into this international flight, it is turned around because of the excessive, flagrant diarrhea that is spread throughout the entire plane, apparently.
But the problem, I also have a little bit of sympathy.
Oh, sure.
Like you're on them. Oh shit. And unless this person took a diuretic to be like, baby, you don't want to know what I'm about to do on this plane.
We're going crazy.
I actually kind of feel bad for everyone involved.
Oh, sure.
But except for the diarrhea, because the diarrhea is doing what it loves.
No, honestly, the diarrhea is, honestly, I feel like we had a war against terror for a long time, but I do think if there's another sort of like concept, we should go against diarrhea.
It's just...
Yeah, they have a recorded conversation, which is pretty great. I do love it from this pilot.
It is pretty interesting when it comes to the person. Yeah, zoom it in.
Yeah, I can't read it. Oh yeah, so from the flight, so this is from the actual pilot. They had to divert to ATL. Passenger diarrhea all over AC.
Biohazard, which of course indeed it is. So the people were all upset. But I will say this, when it comes to cleaning, the cleanup crew, they took 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And they got up all of that liquid dump.
Well, this is personal responsibility and what has happened.
For some reason, I'm assuming, man, but actually, we know it could go either way. Diarrhea knows no race nor gender, my friend.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume it's a man. Just because that's just how it does go. Because in my head...
But you know what happened? I'm sorry to interrupt, but after the 5 hours of having to clean it, passengers came back and they said, you know what? It's even cleaner than when we first got on.
Yeah,
isn't that nice?
Yeah, it has to be.
So that's the trade-off.
Sure.
Now you get a real nice plane.
Can I just... Okay. I feel like in this country, we used to have a sense of personal responsibility. Okay?
Oh, that's got the window shame, all those sorts of things.
I think that this person, I understand, you're sick. It's coming at your butt. But in my mind, all right, I've had uncontrollable. This is a man talking, all right? I'm talking as a man. These are two men that know liquid shit better than probably 90% of this fucking world.
If I see a solid in there, I'm just like, what's happening?
We know liquid shit. I've had furious diarrhea. I had uncontrollable. I've shat all over the bathroom floor. I've shat all over a fucking toilet seat and fucking sat in it. I've shat in my own pants. I've done it all. But one thing I know is that there's never been, unless you've been poisoned, literally poisoned.
Oh, sure.
You know this shit's coming. And if you were a total fucking actual ass G, you would have shat in your fucking pants and you would have kept in that seat because you are looking at your family. You're looking at everybody else with their like khaki hats on and their scarves, thinking about all the little shrimps that they're gonna eat, how much plancha they're gonna have, all the different cheeses and the vinos, and then like you would look at all of them and be like, I need to take this for me. This whole load must be in these pants because if I spread this throughout this whole fucking thing, now I'm the pangolin in China.
Bruce Lee, what did he say? Be water. And what is diarrhea? It is water.
I mean,
so this is not, if this was a healthy, I just had some deep dish turd. Okay. But this is diarrhea. So
I've had diarrhea.
No matter what.
Thousands of times I've had diarrhea.
But you're not, it is the water. it creates a river.
Space?
It creates a river of shit.
When's the last time you've truly uncontrollably shit?
Oh my goodness!
I mean,
gracious.
uncontrollably. Like it's.
Like
I know
Dumb
you pee.
and
You
Dumber?
accidentally. I know you chose to pee your pants while you're driving once.
I didn't choose. I didn't get home in time because
But
the person that was driving me kept on driving a little too cautious.
But you were obviously you made the executive decision. You went. You were like
did not.
President Kissel. Yes, he's like release it.
No.
Release deterrence.
That was not on me. That was not on me. That was on the generals inside.
God did.
That was a little bit, that was like when we went into Libya and it was like the president was like, I don't see it. I don't see it. That's kind of what happened there because I was just like, I'm out of control. I was in bed. My president was in bed sleeping and the generals took over and they were like, go towards the hole.
Go.
John Hurd. He took to social media because that's always a fun thing.
But not him.
And he
Oh,
says-
yeah, not the shitter, right?
No, he said both me and my wife were on the flight. It was a mess. The pilots were right to turn it around. The ground crew ripped up the carpet and put in new carpet.
Christ.
I have been on flights where it's fucking held together by duct tape. If it takes a man liquid shitting in order to get new carpet on these fucking flights,
They literally need
this
to
might-
he needs to go to a hospital.
This man
because
needs
if
to
he's
be-
that bad, this video. Oh, whoa! You see the
Oh, there it
Holy
is.
fucking
Wowzer,
shit. Rob
Mauser.
just found the video of the evidence. Wow,
That's a lot.
that's not
This is-
good, dude.
no, this guy
that's
might
not
be
good.
dead. He
that's
might be
sick.
dead.
That is like, oh man, that's Ebola.
He said
That's his fucking guts, dude.
Well-
that's not shit. That's him. That's literally him turning into shit. Wow, that's a crazy amount of shit.
It's funny. 'cause
That was like that was several piles of shit.
Oh, it was multiple piles and large piles as well. Enough for it would be if you were a fly on that plane, you'd be like, I'm on vacation all the day, baby.
Oh my
It's the
God.
Margaritaville.
Barcelona came to me.
Yes, they love to swim in shit. I actually think some of these comments are understating it. According to D, they say, my partner was on the flight. It was bad. It was dribbled down the aisle, smelled horrible, but that was not a dribble.
That's not a dribble.
Oh
That
my
dude,
God.
I mean, I want to hear from this guy. I want to find out where the fuck this guy is who did the shit. I know it's a lot for him. I know that it's wow. It's
Again, we are, oh, wow.
holy fucking shit.
That is impressive.
It looks like someone dragged a dead raccoon across the fucking middle of a plane.
That's a tough flight to deboard. You gotta really jump over that. It's like that old video game, that Atari game where you just had to jump and grab the little rope and
Shit River to grandma's house.
yeah. Apparently after the but again on the bright side, evidently they use.
I think we've discovered nothing but the bright side.
No, the bright side is the plane's all clean now. So apparently they use a disinfectant, and they say it smelled like vanilla, and it made it smell like vanilla shit after the
of
plane
course.
landed
Yeah, absolutely.
and was thoroughly clean. So
Yeah, none
the
of those
whole
work.
flight
Anything
smelled
that covers the
like-
smell does not work.
But at least it was smarter than coffee beans and fucking whatever else those Canadians put
Yeah,
on
I
there.
just
At
feel
least they tried to go with the vanilla, the reposado of perfumes.
I love flight attendants.
Oh, yeah,
I
you got
love
to.
them. I know that is truly like, besides like there are unsung heroes that I feel that are actually way more sung, right? Like first responders, teachers, obviously they're unsung, but they're famously unsung. I think that flight attendants are one of those where like they're everything in the sky. We've talked about this many times.
They are.
They're the cops. They're the nurse. They're the fucking guy. They're running the whole fucking show. So they're doing whatever they can. And also, most of the time, I bet you, especially with the Air Canada thing, a lot of that's just like, I need to get the fuck home. And if this flight's canceled, I don't go home too.
Also, I don't know what the rules are when it comes to someone taking, again, a liquid river shit in the middle of the aisle.
I think this is the rules. These are the rules.
I know that flight attendants, they don't get paid when the plane's on the ground.
No.
So when this guy did that, I don't know if do you just clean that up pro bono?
No. Well, they were in the air when he was doing it.
So then they get paid. But as soon as that thing lands, they're just sitting in shit for free.
Again, personal fucking responsibility. You're about to get on a goddamn plane. I mean it. And this is not sick. This is something else.
He was sick.
Yes,
you see
it's
what
sick.
I saw?
Yeah. But this is like past sick. This is like a thing where there's no way he was just sitting on a plane and he was like, something going on with my tummy. Like that did not happen. He was feeling ill that morning. But he was not feeling good. He probably got into a cab going, my ass. And the guy's just been like, friend, you want me to go to? I go upstairs. And then like, that's probably it. And same thing, he went through a whole security measure. He went through all of this stuff. There's no way he wasn't cramping and fucked up this whole time. And I guess he's just like, I'm going to damn Barcelona.